Okay. This is our first sound check. Lorenzo Bedford live from the Newcastle Trojans Fieldhouse in preparation for tonight's opening matchup against the Oldenburg Academy. This is a sound check, our first one. Our pregame show should be starting roughly around 7. Tip-off at 7:30. Lorenzo Bedford live from the Fieldhouse and a sound check.
How was that? Too loud? Okay, let me try to turn this down. Lorenzo Pettiford testing 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 sound check from the Fieldhouse here in Newcastle, Indiana, in preparation for Newcastle basketball. This is a sound check. Is that better? Okay. Yeah, I found out where I plugged in at the headset, that mic was way up in the back of my thing, so that was the one. So that was a lot better. Does it mean you can turn back up a little bit? Because I got it way down. From the iPad way behind me, it's still picking me up. Okay, we'll do one more. Is it halftime of the JV game? Yes. Holy shit, I gotta get coached. Okay.
This is a test 1, 2. This is a test 1, 2. Lorenzo Pettiford live from the Fieldhouse in preparation for tonight's basketball matchup between the Newcastle Trojans and the Oldenburg Academy. Testing 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, good. I got to go get Matt loose in my pregame interview, so I got to go right now. All right, thank you. If you go to my car and unlock it on the front half, you'll see some glasses. Park it! Yeah, we have to work that out later. I don't know what's going on. Wherever you want, your office is here. When you come out after the game, same seat.
I'll try. I'll try. Depending on how it goes.
I understand. If you can't come out, you can send us.
Yeah.
Well,
I'll get one of them.
just so I know.
I'll have Brandon or Jason Williams. Yeah, we'll have them. We've got a lot going on.
As you just watched the Newcastle second and third grade ECI basketball teams.
Those basketball sheets.
The third grade roster consists of number 0, Reed Allen, number 2, Dominic Fry, Central Indiana and various high school sites playing against local competition. Both teams are on this Sunday, and we'll start back up on Sunday, this December 7th. Have a great season, future Trojans, and fans, let's hear it for our second and third grade ECI Newcastle Trojan basketball team.
Kids in order. Mine? Yeah. Drew is 23 years old. Lauren is 21. Nate's 19, and the twins are 17. About ready to be 18. Emily and Megan. Emily and Megan. Nate, Emily, Megan. Thank you. All right. Thanks, buddy. I found him. Oh, we're having fun. Okay, first, happy Thanksgiving. You're absolutely coming. All right, here we go, Coach. Okay. It is time to open up the 2025-2026 basketball season for our Newcastle Trojans and their brand new head coach, Matt Luce. And Coach, first of all, happy Thanksgiving and congratulations on becoming the new varsity coach here at Newcastle. Yeah, thanks, Lorenzo. We're old friends, and it's funny how life works that we're back together after 18 years ago. Spending some time in Muncie and with our relationship with my brother being the coach of the Marion Giants and Billy playing for him, your nephew, and just life is a funny way how it works. I'm excited to be in Newcastle. I tell you, I couldn't be more happier for you and your family, your wife Marie, and of course your outstanding kids, Drew, Lauren, Nate, Emily, and of course Megan. The twins are playing for the Lady Trojans, but it's just been, like you said, we've known each other for a while. You've been the stable at Wapahani for 18 years, Coach. What was the big factor on stepping down and doing such great things at Wapahani? Well, it's just opportunity, and just some things are ready for a change. It's not all about basketball. My staff and I have a really nice thing going at Wapahani, but also I have another job that I work as an administrator and teacher. There were just some things where I thought a change was necessary. Got to talking with Mr. Bennett and Mr. Hammond, made the decision to bring my family to Newcastle. I'm proud to be here. I wish all of Wapahani the best of luck. And my critics, I wish them best of luck too. I'm proud to be here. All my family will be here tonight. My mom and dad, all 5 of my kids, my wife. It's a family thing. We'll be trying to change this program the best we can. For those people, and it's probably only a handful, Coach, but the Loose name is well known, and what you've established here in the East Central Indiana area, 18 years of Wapahani, you win 77% of your ball games. You win 6 sectionals, 3 regional, semi-state titles. I mean, you just did so many good things there, and I think that a lot of people that I've been talking to in a short time is happy that you left Wapahani and excited about what you bring to the table. Thanks, Rob. Those are great memories for not only the family and the coaches, but our players, and I've got great relationships with all those people. But at the same time, it's about memories here in Newcastle. I don't know about championships or wins and losses, but I guarantee we're going to have kids that care about each other and play hard and play safe. I'm looking forward to opening it up and seeing where we
process, and we're going to be up and down the top. I couldn't be more proud of the Newcastle kids, just how hard they work, willingness to accept a change in Coach Luce, and just really proud of them.
So the new system has now for a few weeks, few handful of practices that your kids are getting used to this, or you, and they're getting used to you. So who's kind of stepping up and taking on that responsible role for you?
3 seniors, and Elijah Turner, Lucas Seaton, and Mason Miller. They've been outstanding. And it's not about their shooting or their defense or their rebounding or their whatever they do. It's their attitudes and their willingness to accept a new coach. And, I've known Daniel Cox forever, consider him a friend. And I'm different than Daniel Cox, and he's different than me. That's good and bad. Come on, Matt. Just a willingness to say, hey, there's a new coach. We're going to do whatever is possible to try to do things right and to please this coach. Couldn't be more happy for them. It's going to be up and down. They're still learning me. I'm still learning them. But more importantly, they got great attitudes and they're great company.
Every time I step into the store at Gymnasium, I'm excited, whether it's just to watch a team practice or just coming in here talking to you and some of the coaches without anybody drilling the basketball. What's it like for you knowing that, hey, I'm the head coach in this historic gymnasium where a lot of great coaches have coached before?
Yeah, it's cool. It's really cool. At the same time, it doesn't mean anything. The history of it, Coach Bennett, Coach Cox, all the other guys, the great players, it's wonderful. Mr. Alford sent me a text message today wishing me good luck. I just wish one of his sons was playing. More importantly, though, it's about now. It's about just trying to make our own mark on Newcastle basketball. When the day is done, I hope people are proud. I hope people want to come see them and support them. And I hope people are like, man, those kids got great attitudes and work hard.
Opening night, nothing like it. I love it. I know your kids are going to be ready to play. You got Oldenburg Academy game 1. They've got one game under their belt, so they've got a little bit of rust off their shoulders, and they're probably ready to play tonight. But what do you know about Oldenburg and what's going to be the keys tonight?
It's more about us and just trying to figure out who we are. We don't really know. We just hope that we do things right. And again, we don't make excuses. We show up and try to kind of establish the way we're going to play this year and what kind of team we're going to be. We're going to be built on defense and rebounding and doing things right.
Well, Coach, good luck tonight. It's going to be a lot of fun seeing you on the sidelines, and I can't wait for game 1 to get underway. And hopefully we'll talk to you in the postgame show.
All right, thanks, Lorenzo. Appreciate you and my guy, Ryan James. We stole him from Waffle House. Brought him over here. I'm proud of Ryan, too.
All right. That's head coach Matt Luce of our Green Mean Fighting Newcastle Trojan Machine. And we'll continue with more of our pregame show after this timeout. It's the Trojans hosting the Oldenburg Academy on Newcastle Radio. All right, now I have let me try to get their starters. Still way behind, buddy. That's like opening night. Yeah,
Good evening, Trojan basketball fans, and welcome to opening night for your Newcastle boys varsity basketball
25-20-26 season. It's the start of the Matt
era here in Newcastle.
He's taking over the reins of this historic program, replacing Daniel Cox, who won 2 sectionals and a regional title in 12 years. Coach leaves the Wapahani program after 18 years of service and get this, 335 wins to just 99 losses. He also got 6 sectionals, 3 regionals, and one semi-state crown in those 18 years. His 24-year total record is 385 wins to just 159 losses. Tonight is the first game in the Luce area here in the field house, and they're going to go against the Oldenburg Academy and their 4th-year head coach, Michael Higdon. So let the Luce Trojans out, because it's time to start the round ball season. So we're going to get this round ball flying high tonight, and Trojans basketball will start now. Good evening again, ladies and gentlemen, and a special hello to my youngsters that are tuning in tonight for the first game of the high school basketball season. And again, the Newcastle Trojans sporting new coach. His name, Matt Luce. He comes from Wapahani, as I said in my opening dialogue, and he is one heck of a good basketball coach, folks. His record in those 18 years at Wapahani, 335 victories to just 99 losses. He leaves the Wapahani program in great shape. They're already ranked currently number 3 in their respective class, and he steps up here to take on this program here in Newcastle, Indiana. Again, they'll be taking on the Oldenburg Academy tonight. The Twisters are their nickname, and the Twisters have already won 1 game. Can you believe it? They played last night against Switzerland County in 2A basketball, and they beat Switzerland County 60-43 in their first game of the season. So they've had a chance to knock off Little West already in the young basketball season. Last year, the Twisters were 14-10 under Michael Higdon. They lost the second game in the sectional at Milan in a tight one, 59-57. In his second year guiding the program, Higdon was 13-12. He won the sectional that year, 47-36 over Jacksonville, but lost the regional to Greenwood Christian, 49-42. In his first year, they went 7-16, and he lost the second game of the sectional that year to Jacksonville again by a score of 50-40. He's replacing Gary Mormon, who was there some 14 years. And Gary Mormon, in those 14 years, did win a sectional in the 2013-2014 season over Rising Sun, 53-37, but lost in the regional to Clay City that year, 66-46. Again, Daniel Cox stepped down at the end of the season last year. He was the Trojans basketball coach for some 12 years here in Newcastle, Indiana, and Coach Cox did a really good job while he was in charge of the program. He will be missed by many, but many feel that the hands that the Trojans basketball program is in right now to Matt Luce is ready to take another step forward and hopefully accomplish some bigger and better things. So again, we want to say happy Thanksgiving to all of you Trojan fans tuning in for the opening night here in the field house. Always a joyous time, and I also just want to, if I can, selfishly
My mother is recovering from slip and fall in the kitchen. You know, trying to get those Thanksgiving things that she always does for a lot of families. She's a great cook, cooking a lot of pies and rolls. And she had a slip in the kitchen and fell on her hip, so she is recovering from a broken hip, but she is doing well. Her spirits are great, so I appreciate your prayers, and I'll be praying for all of you, your families out there and your mothers who are probably in the kitchen right now, getting things ready for tomorrow's big feast. So always a joyous time. So special happy Thanksgiving to all of them
out there that are listening tonight. Well, as always, earlier I had a chance to sit down with the head coach.
The new head coach of our Newcastle Trojans, and that is Matt Luce. Welcome him to Newcastle, Indiana. Talk about the upcoming season and to talk about tonight's matchup against the Oldenburg Academy. And here's how our conversation went.
It is time to open up the 2025-2026 basketball season for our Newcastle Trojans and their brand new head coach, Matt Luce. And Coach, first of all, happy Thanksgiving and congratulations on becoming the new varsity coach here in Newcastle.
Yeah, thanks, Lorenzo. We're old friends, and it's funny how life works that we're back together after 18 years ago, spending some time in Muncie, and with our relationship with my brother being the coach of the Marion Giants and Billy playing for him, your nephew, and just the life is a funny way how it works, and I'm excited to be in Newcastle.
I tell you, I couldn't be more happier for you and your family, your wife Marie, and of course your outstanding kids, Drew, Lauren, Nate, Emily, and of course Megan. The twins are playing for the Lady Trojans, but it's just been, like you said, we've known each other for a while. You've been the stable at Wapahani for 18 years, Coach. What was the big factor on stepping down and doing such great things at Wapahani and now moving on to become the Newcastle coach?
Well, it's just opportunity, and, you know, just some things we're ready for a change, and it's not all about basketball. My staff and I had a really nice thing going at Wapahani, and but also I have another job that I work as an administrator and a teacher, and there were just some things where I thought a change was necessary, and got to talking with Mr. Bennett, Mr. Ammon, and made a decision to move my family to Newcastle, and I'm proud to be here, and I wish all the Wapahani people best of luck, and, you know, and my critics, I wish them best of luck too, and their opportunity with their coach and new administrators. So I'm proud to be here. All my family will be here tonight, my mom and dad, all 5 of my kids, my wife, and it's a family thing, and we'll be trying to change this program the best we can.
For those people, and it's probably only a handful, Coach, because the Luce name is well known, and what you've established here in the East Central Indiana area, 18 years at Wapahani, you win 77% of your ball games. You win 6 sectionals, 3 regional, a semi-state title. I mean, you just did so many good things there, and I think that a lot of people that I've been talking to in a short time is happy that you left Wapahani and excited about.
I mean, those are great memories, and great memories for not only my family and my coaches, but our players, and I've got great relationships with all those people. And but at the same time, it's about memories here in Newcastle. And I don't know about championships or wins and losses, but I guarantee we're going to have kids that care about each other and play hard and play for their community. And I'm looking forward to opening it up and seeing where we are.
You've had some head coaching experience at some other places. Crawfordsville comes to mind. I think Benton Central. But it's been a while, Coach, since you had to restart a program. 18 years again. So you know what it's like to do that, but it's been so long. What's been some of the challenges now after an 18-year stint in Wapahani, now a whole new stint here in Newcastle and getting a whole new program started with the way you want your kids to play?
It's a tough challenge for sure. I went from knowing every kid from kindergarten all the way to seniors and their aunt and uncles and grandma and grandpas to not knowing very many people here. And it's hard to do my job as an administrator and teacher without personal relationships. And I've worked hard along with the other teachers and administrators to get to know people. And same thing here in the coaching world. It's, you know, I'm from a tough and like do things right and work hard, but more importantly, you got to have relationships with people. And we've worked hard for the last 6 months to get to know the kids and their families. And it's going to be a day-by-day, week-by-week process, and we're going to be up and down at times, but I couldn't be more proud of the Newcastle kids, just how hard they've worked and the willingness to accept a change in Coach Luce, and just really proud of them.
So the new system has been in place now for a few weeks, a few handful of practices that your kids are getting used to and they're getting used to you. So who's kind of stepping up and taking on that responsible role for you?
3 seniors, and Elijah Turner and Lucas Seaton. They've been outstanding, and it's not about their shooting or their defense or their rebounding or their whatever they do. It's their attitudes and their willingness to accept a new coach. And I've known Daniel Cox forever and consider him a friend, and I'm different than Daniel Cox, and he's different than me. That's good and bad. And just a willingness to say, hey, there's a new coach, and we're going to do whatever is possible to try to do things right and to please this coach. And couldn't be more happy for them. It's going to be up and down. They're still learning me. I'm still learning them, but more importantly, they got great attitudes and they're great young men.
Every time I step into this historic gymnasium, I'm excited, whether it's just to watch a team practice or just coming in here talking to you and some of the coaches without anybody dribbling the basketball. What's it like for you knowing that, hey, I'm the head coach in this historic gymnasium where a lot of great coaches have coached before me?
It's cool. It's really cool. At the same time as it doesn't mean anything. The history of it, Coach Bennett, Coach Cox, all the other guys, the great players, it's wonderful. Mr. Alford sent me a text message today wishing me good luck. I just wish one of his sons were playing. More importantly, though, it's about now. And it's about just trying to make our own mark on Newcastle basketball. And when the day is done, I hope people are proud. I hope people want to come see them and support them. And I hope people are like, man, those kids got great attitudes and work hard.
Opening night, nothing like it. I love it. I know your kids are going to be ready to play. You got Oldenburg Academy game 1. They've got one game under their belt, so they've got a little bit of rust off their shoulders, and they'll be probably ready to play tonight. But what do you know about Oldenburg and what's going to be the keys tonight?
It's more about us and just trying to figure out who we are. We don't really know. We just hope that we do things right, and again, that we don't make excuses and we show up and try to kind of establish the way we're going to play this year and what kind of team we're going to be. We're going to be built on defense and rebounding and doing things right.
Well, Coach, good luck tonight. It's going to be a lot of fun seeing you on the sidelines, and I can't wait for game 1 to get underway, and hopefully we'll talk to you in the post-game show. We'd love that opportunity.
All right.
Newcastle Trojans and their new head coach, Matt Luce, is ready to get things underway here. We are about 2.5 minutes or so away from tip-off, and we want to thank Ryan James, our outstanding cameraman directly behind me, doing good work to help bring you the video stream, and we could not do this at all without the efforts of Luther Prater, who has just been outstanding as we continue to improve this. This is just game 1 of the boys' season, folks. We're going to make this thing so much better, so bear with us a little bit as we work through some difficulties, but it is definitely an honor and a privilege to bring you Newcastle basketball, not only on the Newcastle Trojans Report, but also on Nash 1025 app. Just tell your friends and family to go to their smartphone and tablet, and they can download the Nash 1025 app and listen that way. Or you can go to NashFM1025.com. That's NashFM1025.com and listen that way. Or on the app again at Nash 1025 app. And now, if you want to listen and watch, simply go to the YouTube channel, Newcastle Trojans Report. Again, just go to YouTube, Newcastle Trojans Report. Click on that link, and you can watch all Trojans basketball on that link. So we're doing boys home and away games, and we're doing girls home games and a few away games. So we're going to have a lot of fun on both ways to listen and watch Trojans basketball. Very good rendition of the national anthem. Now we'll get you set with the starting lineups. First of all, for the Oldenburg Academy, they Freeland, Weber, Cook, and Belt. Your starting five for Michael Higdon and the Twisters of the Oldenburg Academy. And now for the Newcastle Trojans. For the Newcastle Trojans, it will be number 4, the 6'1" senior, Eminem Mason Miller. You heard Coach Lou saying that we're going to be relying on Mason to provide a lot of leadership out there with a couple other seniors. Number 22 would be a 6' junior, Braylon Bennett. Number 11, Elijah Turner, coming off a good football stint. He's a 6'4" senior. Number 10 is another steady guard for Coach Lou. Maddox Melton, a 5'9 sophomore. And rounding out the starting five for the Newcastle Trojans will be Lucas Eaton. He is a 6'3 senior. So it'll be Eaton, Melton, Turner, Bennett, and Miller, your starting five for head coach Matt Luce. The three men wearing the black and white stripes tonight will be Jeff Meeks, Let the Luce Trojans begin. It is Bennett with the basketball, so the Trojans will control the tip. Here is Melton with it. Right side, he'll go to Miller. Oldenburg Academy will open up in the man-to-man defense. Eaton, right side to Bennett, gets a pick. Now he'll go top of the key to Turner. Turner over to Miller. Miller will put it on the floor and give it to Campaign. Miller, right side, gets a pick from Eaton. Can't do anything with it. Now he'll look over the court, go to Bennett in the right corner. Bennett, top of the key to Turner. Turner over to Miller. Three's in the air. Got it! What patience and what execution on their first possession. Here is there's a turnover on the Twisters on their first possession. I was trying to write down some stats. Patience, execution, 3-ball, Miller in the first possession, so we can talk to Coach about that in our post-game show. Full court pressure by Oldenburg, kind of a token variety, and bringing it across the timeline. Is a right 10-footer from the right baseline. Right side is Cook, and he will knock it down. And we have a 3-2 lead. Trojans with the 1-point lead and the Rock. Opening quarter, approaching the 6-minute mark. So happy to bring you boys varsity basketball on the Nash 102.5 app and NashFM1025.com. You can watch the video stream on the Newcastle Trojans Report via YouTube. Here's going to be a walk on Newcastle. That will be their first turnover of the ball game. Checking in quickly will be Ryan Sturgis. Sturgis is a 6'1 junior. He will check in for Miller. Now top of the key, this is Belt. Twisters almost lose it. Get it into the paint now. Right side, this is Weber. Weber almost loses it. He will take the ball and throw it away. Second turnover on the Twisters. Again, the Twisters were in action last night against Switzerland County. They win 60-43. This is game 2 for them, game 1 for our Trojans. Melton with the pumpkin. Right corner to Bennett. Bennett looks to go baseline. He gets cut off. Now he'll bring it out top. And he'll go right corner to Sturgis. Bennett's going to launch a three, and he will knock one down. So Bennett and Miller with the trifecta is pretty much from the same spot. Newcastle leads 6-2. This is Freeland to Dietz. Dietz now will give it to Cook. Back to Dietz. Top of the key, it is Freeland. Freeland drives down the right side lane. Tough shot up, no good, but the rebound and the putback by Belt will be missed, but he was fouled. And the first foul on Newcastle will go. Sidelines in his first varsity game for our Newcastle Trojans. He will send Miller back into the contest. Belt's second free throw up, no good, and that rebound will come down to Newcastle. Bennett with the pumpkin. Top of the key to Eaton, left side to Sturgis. Eaton. Sturgis will walk with the basketball. He did not want to use that pick by Eaton. I thought he was. Bennett will come out for Newcastle. And Miller is checked back in. 6-2 is your score. 4:20 left here in the opening quarter. Freeland with the pumpkin. He will pull up from the right elbow. Shot is no good, and Eaton has the second rebound for Newcastle, and Melton brings it quickly across the timeline. Coach Matt Luce up, giving instructions. Here's a deep three. And Melton says, I want to join the trifecta party. And there's a timeout by Michael Higdon. We'll do the same. Trojans lead 9-2. Back with more exciting Trojans basketball after this timeout.
X's and O's. Playing high school football has taught me respect for my coaches and teammates, our opponents, and the officials.
On the softball field, I learned how to be accountable for my actions and how they affect the rest of my team.
Every game reminds us that humility means winning with class and losing with grace. I'm Dante Pope from Maryville High School.
And I'm Ashton Elpers from North Posey High School. These are just some of the lessons we learned from high school sports that we'll carry with us for the rest of our lives.
Wins and losses, highs and lows, success and failure, they are all part of being a student athlete and a human being.
Learning how to handle these ups and downs on the field prepares us to handle them off the field.
To all that are listening and or watching, Newcastle Trojans basketball opening night here in beautiful Newcastle, Indiana. Trojans lead 9-2 thanks to Miller, Bennett, and Melton's three balls. Freeland gives it to Dietz. He'll try to get into the paint, throw a lazy pass that was almost, and it will be a turnover as the Twisters stepped on the inline. That's their third turnover here in the opening quarter. Again, Oldenburg Academy showing this token full court pressure. Man-to-man style. Eaton, nice. Oh, it's not going to be a nice pass, but Miller will get it back. Almost a turnover by Newcastle. Right side to Miller. Left corner pass over to Sturgis. Melton with it. Gets a pick from Godby, who was checked in for Newcastle. High right side to Sturgis. Sturgis looking to go one-on-one. Can't. Top of the key to Godby. Godby to Miller. Miller, top of the key. Oh. Left side to Freeland. Freeland gets to the free throw line, and he will throw it left wing to Dietz. Back to Freeland. Inside they throw, bad pass, 4th turnover on the Academy. Bennett will be looking to check back in for the Trojans on the next dead ball, as well as a twister player. I can't pick out his number yet. Here's Sturgis, right wing, gets a pick from Eaton. Now Godby, top of the key. Turner will also be checking back in. Matt Luce using his bench early and often here. Eaton off the back of the rim, no good, and the Academy's got that rebound. Quick three from the left side by Weber, no good, and they're going to have a foul trying to get that rebound on Dietz of the Academy. That is Dietz first, the team's second. Still at 9-2 with 1:55 left in this opening quarter. I think we've had at least 8, if not 9 players play for Newcastle in this opening quarter. Here is a bad pass, Newcastle. That is their 3rd turnover. And the Academy comes right down and turns it right back over to Newcastle. Now they turn it over. Back and forth with these turnovers. Turner with the nice rebound on the missed shot by Oldenburg. 1:25 left in the opening quarter. Sturgis dribbles to the right side, right corner, Miller. Miller looks to attack, and a beautiful job taking him off the dribble. M&M Mason Miller gets his 5th point and gets the Newcastle Trojans in the double digits with 11. 11-2 is your score. Nice drive by 13. Holder, who was checked in for the Academy. Trojans defense just lost track of him, and there was no help side defense to help out. Under the 50-second mark we go in the opening period. Newcastle leads by 7, 11-4. Do you walk a lot? I'm having fun with these names. Okay, right side drive. Nice take. Can't convert, but he does draw the contact. That's Holder. That foul will be on Ryan Sturgis, his first, Trojan second, and going to the line for 2 free throws will be number 13, Connor Holden. Holden's already got 1 field goal, and he will miss his free throw. They are 0 for 3 in this opening quarter. Belt missed both of his earlier. Holder will have 1 more. Miller will check in with 6.8 seconds to go. Checking out will be Lucas Eaton. 1 more free throw for Holder to try to get their 7th point. It is up, and they get their first free throw of the ball game. 6 seconds. Miller quickly across the timeline. Under 4, right corner. Melton will launch a 3. That was in and out, no good, and the rebound will come down to the Academy. And at the end of 1, the Newcastle Trojans will lead by 4, 11-7. We'll take a timeout and come back with second quarter action on the Nash 102.5 app and also on the Newcastle Trojans report via the YouTube stream.
Animals are languishing in U.S. shelters, especially dogs who look a certain way. These dogs are just as deserving of loving homes as any type of dog, which is why we decided to help them get out of kennels. Join the thousands of supporters of our mission to help us expand our national reach and proudly place more dogs from kennels into their forever homes. To learn more about our mission, please visit us at kennel2couch.org.
Animals are languishing in U.S. shelters, especially dogs who look a certain way. These dogs are just as deserving of loving homes as any type of dog, which is why we decided to help them get out of kennels. Join the thousands of supporters of our mission to help us expand our national reach and proudly place more dogs from kennels into their forever homes. To learn more about our mission, please visit us at kennel2couch.org.
Second trifecta. He hit one in the opening quarter. He leads all scorers with 6. Newcastle has doubled up the Academy, 14-7. Just underway, second quarter. Freeland on a drive from the left wing, gets cut off, and Melton will come over and steal it. Second. It gets a pick by Godby. Top of the key, it's Sturgis. Right wing, it is Melton. Melton drives the right baseline, kicks it out to Bennett. Three's in the air, short, no good. Rebound will come down to the Academy. Quickly down court, nice fast break scoring. That will be Dietz getting his second field goal. And head coach Matt Luce says he wants a timeout. We'll keep this timeout here, and we're going to check in with our good buddy Luther Prater to see how the sound is going. We just want to ask for your patience as we continue to work out some things during our video stream here on the Newcastle Trojans Report. Just simply go to YouTube, click on the Trojans Report, the NC Trojans Report, and that's how you can watch the video stream. Now, of course, our streaming radio broadcast is simply go to your smartphone or your tablet or your computer and download the Nash 1025 app. Or you can go to nashfm.com and listen that way as well. So it is 14-9. Trojans with the lead. They'll come out of their timeout. Full court pressure by the Academy. Melton with the basketball. Left wing, Bennett. Three's in the air. Got it. That is Bennett's his second three, his first three in the second quarter. He also has 6 points now, along with Melton. Miller with 5. Into the paint. He will drag that pivot. Knock down the trifecta, and Melton's got 3 here in the first half so far. 2 in the second quarter, 1 in the third. 20-9, 11-point lead is the largest for Newcastle. Missed shot by the Academy, 6 rebound by Newcastle, and now Newcastle has 6 turns. In for Newcastle on the next dead ball. Melton in that right corner. Matt Luce wants the offensive play to be called. Here is Godby. Back to Melton. Top of the key to Sturgis. Left wing to Miller. Now it's Godby top of the key again. Right side, it is Bennett. Under the 5-minute mark, we are now in the second quarter. Another bad pass, Newcastle, and it leads to a turnover. 7th on the Trojans, second in the quarter. So the Academy's got 8 turnovers. Newcastle has 7. It's the Academy's second game. It's the Trojans' first game. You would expect some turnovers on opening night, and it may still be a few too many for Matt Luce's comfort. 20-11 is your score. Trojans have the 9-point lead, and we're right at the 4:30 mark of the second quarter. Shot missed, rebound, and put back by Belt. That is their 6th rebound and Belt's first 2 of the ball game for the Academy. 7-point lead for Newcastle, 20-13. So we're approaching the 4-minute mark left in the first half. Trojans' outside shooting has been the bright spot in this first half, but the turnovers is something Coach Luce will not be happy with. But it is game 1. Having trouble getting it in, they just do to Eaton in that left corner. Now Bennett's of the second quarter. Miller's first free throw is up and good. That's his first points in the second quarter. He now has 6. And his second free throw is 22-13 is the score. Academy trying to get the ball inside to Dietz. Miller with a nice deflection will knock it out of bounds. It will stay Oldenburg basketball. Sturgis will check back in for Newcastle. Coming out will be Bennett. They inbounds to Dietz. Dietz will attack down the left side of the lane. Wild shot up, no good. Gets his own rebound, though. And he's now got the pumpkin back in the right corner. 3:30 left in the first half. And Elijah Turner on a beautiful steal. 9th turnover, but he gives it back. And now Newcastle. It's the turnover parade here going on. 3 left corner missed by Sturgis. Rebound is Oldenburg's. Approaching the 3-minute mark, and they will turn it over. That's their 10th. 22-13 as we hit the 3-minute mark left in the first half. Miller will launch short, no good, and the rebound will come down to the Academy. And they turn it over, their 11th turnover. Right side Miller. Fakes the 3, now he'll pull up. Oh, in and out, no good. Rebound will come down to Sturgis. 2:35 left here in this first half. Melton, high right side to Eaton. Right wing to Sturgis, 3's in the air, good. Sturgis becomes the 4th Trojan to hit a 3 ball in the first half. And it's 25-13. This 12-point lead is the largest for the Trojans. Approaching the 2-minute mark left in the first half. Wild shot up by Cook, but he was fouled. So he'll go to the line for 2. That foul was on Melton, his first and the team's first here in the quarter. Not a lot of fouls in this first half of play. This free throw by Cook is up and off the mark. They have done a pretty bad job from the line tonight. They are now 1 out of 5. Cook will have one more. To try to give them their 14-point lead, and he does. 2 out of 6 here in the first half for the Academy. Melton has checked out for Newcastle. So out there for the Trojans, it's Bennett, Godby, Eaton, Sturgis, and Miller with the pumpkin. Under the 2-minute mark we go, left in the first half. 11-point lead Newcastle, 25-14. Miller's three, right side a little too strong, and the rebound will come down to the Academy. Freeland looking to drive down the left side of the lane. Tough left-handed. Godby steals it out of the hands, and then trying to get the ball back will be Dietz, and he will commit the foul. That is his second and the team's third. Melton will come back in for Newcastle. Eaton will check out. Coming back in for the Oldenburg Academy will be Peralta. 1:30 left. Clock is ticking in the first half. Miller, right side to Bennett. 25-14 is your score. Trojans up 11. Their largest has been 12. Melton, top of the key. Right side Miller attacks the right baseline, gets in the paint. Nice pass to Godby, but couldn't convert. Nice drive by M&M. Mason Miller sets up Godby, but he couldn't convert. And then Godby, trying to get the ball back, will commit his first foul. And that's Newcastle's second team foul here in the second quarter. 1:10 left before we take our halftime break. We'll play the commissioner's report at halftime and look at some basketball scores in college and pro. Freeland might have got away with the walk, and he turns it over their 12th. Melton driving from the left wing area, attacking the rim, will get bumped. I don't think he got the shot off, so it will be Newcastle basketball underneath their own basket. That foul was on Freeland, his first and the team's fourth. Any more fouls in the final 52 seconds will send the Trojans to the line to shoot two. Miller will inbounds for Newcastle underneath his own basket. Turner has made his way back in the contest. Oh, a nice play by Turner as everybody thought he was going to give it back to Miller. Turner will keep it and get his first two of the contest. 27-14, 13-point lead is the Trojans' largest here in the first half. 35 seconds left before we take our halftime break. Freeland left alone will shoot an air ball, and Turner has the rebound for Newcastle. Coach Luce, I think, has signaled for one. He's saying fist with 20 seconds left. They'll put it in the deep freeze and go for one. Miller dribbling the pumpkin. Under 10 seconds right now. We're at 8. Right side to Bennett. We're at 5. Turner to Miller. Here's the three. Off the mark. Sturgis with the rebound. And he couldn't get the shot back up in time. So, at the end of the second quarter, the Newcastle Trojans will go into their locker room up 13, 27-14 on the Trojan scoreboard. We're going to take our halftime timeout.
from Maryville High School.
And I'm Ashton Elpers from North Posey High School. These are just some of the lessons we learned from high school sports that we'll carry with us for the rest of our lives.
Wins and losses, highs and lows, success and failure, they are all part of being a student athlete and a human being.
Learning how to handle these ups and downs on the field prepares us to handle them off the field too.
This is education-based athletics. This is your IHSAA.
Animals are languishing in U.S. shelters, especially dogs who look a certain way. These dogs are just as deserving of loving homes as any type of dog, which is why we decided to help them get out of
Back we are here inside the field house in beautiful Newcastle, Indiana, with the Newcastle Trojans leading 27-14. This 13-point lead is the Trojans' largest. Newcastle is led in scoring with Maddox Melton with 9. Mason Miller had 7. Braylon Bennett 6. Elijah Turner had a field goal, and Ryan Sturgis had a trifecta. Newcastle shot 2 free throws in the second quarter, no free throws in the first quarter. Mason Miller was the one who made both of those free throws in the second. Leading scorer for the Academy was Connor Holder off the bench with 5. Justin Dietz had 4. Matthew Belt added 2. And David Cook had 3. The Academy went to the line 6 times, only made the 2 out of 6. We are now going to play our commissioner's report. If I can get this all ready for you here. And there is the commissioner's report. So we'll play that and come back with more of our halftime show. Again, on the Nash 102.5 app and NashFM1025.com. And our video stream is on the Newcastle Trojans report or the NC Trojan report via the YouTube.
It's time for the Commissioner's.
A concert event. I mean, this is their second event with a volleyball there, and they transitioned that facility into an incredible volleyball atmosphere. Couldn't be happier with the way it turned out. And, you know, we crowned 4 champions. We had incredible attendance. We were almost 6,500 on the day, which is a really good number. We hope to continue to grow that.
Now, it's always busy season at the IHSAA, but especially now as we're in this month of November with things transitioning from the volleyball state finals into girls and boys basketball, both getting underway soon. We'll talk about that shortly, Paul, but of course the regional round of this year's IHSAA football state tournament coming up this Friday, and that, of course, will lead to semi-state, and we're just a couple weeks away from crowning state champions over at Lucas Oil Stadium. You know, it's official, as we talked about a couple weeks ago. Miles McLaughlin from Knox is the state's new all-time leading rusher, passing Charlie Spiegel's mark from New Palestine. And Knox and Miles McLaughlin are going to play for a chance this Friday to get to the semi-state round. You know, we talked about this a few weeks ago too, Paul, about the Indiana athlete and how it continues to grow and make landmarks in this country. What can you say about it? Because it almost looked like at times Charlie Spiegel's record was going to stand the test of time until Miles McLaughlin came in. So what's your reaction to that happening and just the strength of the Indiana athlete continuing to show that they can break records?
Well, you love it when a community, a student, a kid that is part of a community has an opportunity to advance to the big stage, and this is the big stage. When Derrick Henry mentions you in one of his podcasts, you know, when Damon Bailey captured Indiana, and then Romeo Langford, and there's Charlie Spiegel did for his time, and this young man has got his time on the big stage and has captured the attention of the state of Indiana. It's just so special that matters here in Indiana, because it doesn't everywhere.
It's incredible. Paul Mattig, the commissioner of the IHSAA, with us on the Commissioner's Corner. I'm Brendan King. Paul, as we talked about, girls basketball games are underway. The first practice for boys basketball was held just a few days ago prior to us talking on this podcast and this section of the Commissioner's Corner, and the first games will be played on November 24th. So just as you get set for the high school basketball seasons, girls and boys, anything on your mind as you're heading into, whether that's rules, regulations, or just what you're looking forward to this year?
Well, I look forward to, you know, it's that time that we need to move indoors. You know, we're certainly going to have incredible weather for the football this weekend, but the snow hit this past week, which signals it's time to go inside. And, you know, and with our swimmers and with our wrestling, boys and girls, and boys and girls basketball, it's time to enjoy those other facilities and go in where it's warm. And again, it you know, no matter what we participate in, it's one thing that just I enjoy is watching.
Your community.
And back we are here inside the historic Fieldhouse. Again, happy Thanksgiving to all of you that are listening and are watching our video stream on YouTube on the NC Trojan Report. Glad to have you on board with us. Again, we apologize for some of the technical difficulties that we have had here in the first half. We are continue to work on those, and we're going to improve on those, folks.
More than
I
excellent.
guarantee you we are going to improve and bring you a more quality broadcast as the basketball season goes on. But we do want to thank Ryan James, our outstanding cameraman behind me, doing a great job, and of course Luther Prater and all the efforts he has done to bring you Newcastle sports. So here we get ready to start the second half. Just some quick stats for you. Lorenzo Pettiford sitting midcourt here as I look around this beautiful field house. A nice first game crowd to basketball scores and some NBA scores. Our Pacers are in action tonight. Newcastle will come out of the locker room with the pumpkin. Miller up, pump fake, and gets into the paint. Now good ball movement, sets up a three off the back of the rim, but Newcastle's there to get that offensive rebound and put back. This is the Academy's first offensive touch out of the locker room. Nice drive there by Belt against Turner. Turner will come over and commit the foul on Belt. The Academy shot 6 free throws in the first half. They knocked down 2. Newcastle only with the 2 free throw attempts, both by Mason Miller. He knocked them both down. Here's Belt's third and fourth free throws coming. This one's off the back of the rim, no good. He was 0 for 2 in the opening quarter. Coach Matt Luce up, giving instruction. Wants his team to talk on the defensive end. Second free throw on this set is no good, so Belt is 0 for 4 tonight. Rebound, Trojans. Miller drives down the right side lane, kicks it out to Maddox. Maddox, now it's Bennett with it. Top of the key to Turner. Eaton will take over the reins. High, top of the key area, left wing to Melton. Turner coming way out from underneath the basket in a rare sighting. He normally hovers in that paint area. Miller high right side. Now it is Eaton top of the key. Newcastle, again, good patience. Sets up Bennett in the left corner. No good, but there's Elijah Turner with their 16th rebound and putback. Turner with his second field goal. And this 17-point lead for Newcastle is their largest. Missed shot by already knocked down 3 trifectas, and Rain Sturgis also has a 3. There was a turnover I did not see as I was looking at my stats by the Academy. Missed shot Newcastle, an offensive rebound. Bennett, top of the key. Loose, shouting instructions. Bennett on the drive. Code throws it out to Elijah. Right side to Miller. Miller on the right baseline drive. Sets up Turner. That's good ball movement. Turner with 2 field goals in the quarter. And head coach Michael Higdon says, I need a timeout. Trojans open up a 20-point lead. Back with more Trojans basketball after this timeout.
Playing high school football has taught me respect for my coaches and teammates, our opponents, and the officials.
On the softball field, I learned how to be accountable for my actions and how they affect the rest of my team.
Every game reminds us that humility means winning with class and losing with grace. I'm Dante Pope from Maryville High School.
And I'm Ashton Elpers from North Posey High School. These are just some of the lessons we learned from high school sports that we'll carry with us for the rest of our lives.
Wins and losses, highs and lows, success and failure, they are all part of being a student athlete and a human being.
Learning how to handle these ups and downs on the field prepares us to handle them off the field, too.
I am IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig. Be a champion of high school sports and the lessons they teach by buying a ticket to your high school's athletic events. This is developing character. This is education-based athletics. This is your IH.
Lead of the night, 20-point lead, 36-16. We want to thank the good people from Duty Calls Plumbing, bringing you Newcastle Trojans basketball, as well as McDonald's, located at 1720 South Memorial Drive. The Academy's basketball down 20, 4:40 clock is ticking left in this third quarter. Beats to Belt, top of the key. He'll try to put it on the court and drive, can't do it. It sets up Freeland, or make that Weber on a long three that is missed. Trojans will pull their 19th rebound. Miller between the legs dribble. Now to the right side he goes. It is Bennett. He'll launch a three, no good, and Dietz has their second rebound of the second half. And there's a three by Freeland that will be made off the left wing to give them their 19th point. Head coach Matt Luce went to timeout. We'll keep this one here. 3:58 left in the third. Trojans up 36-19. Broad Street Motors. Is your car not sounding or running right? You got to take it to the reliable and trusted Fix-It pros. Broad Street Motors. They're located at 1556th Street on Broad Street in beautiful Newcastle, Indiana. Broad Street Motors in Newcastle is where performance meets peace of mind. They can do tune-ups, computer diagnostics, oil changes, brakes, shock, struts, you name it, they can get your car running right. Go to Broad Street Motors. Duty Calls Plumbing, located at 490 Indiana Avenue in Newcastle. They can do pipe repair, faucet installation, shower installation, plumbing leaks. Call Duty Calls Plumbing, 764. Second field goal of the third quarter. He now has 10 points in the ball game. 38-19. And a nice cut and a good pass, but the layup was missed by Weber. Newcastle will pull away with that rebound. Melton drives down the left side of the lane, tries a quick pass to Turner on the right block. That ball gets knocked away. It will stay Trojans basketball. Turner will check out for the Trojans. Number 40 again, Luke Mendoza, the 6-foot sophomore in there for Newcastle. And a hustling Twister almost had a steal there, but it will stay Newcastle basketball. Coach Matt Luce is signaling 42 on this inbounds. Man-to-man full court pressure by the Twisters. Mendoza. Nice up fake by Nick Godby, number 24, the 6'3 sophomore, gets his first two of the ball game, and the Trojans will shoot their second attempt at the their third attempt at the free throw line, because Miller hit 2 for 2 in the second quarter, but this is only the second player to go to the line at the 3-minute and 7-second mark of the third quarter. Godby, free throw up and off the back of the rim, no good. Right side, the Academy's got it. Now high top of the key area, that's Dietz, gets to the free throw line. Tough shot up off the back of the rim, no good, and Mendoza pulls down the 21st rebound. Melton across the timeline, 2:40 left in the third. Melton start, hesitation dribble, throws the pass. Godby gets into the paint, shot up, no good, and it's missed. And the Academy's got the rebound. Here's a three from the left side made by Weber. That's his first trifecta of the ball game and his first points of the ball game as well. Back to an 18-point lead for Newcastle, 40-18, and Matt Luce will take another timeout. It's a full timeout. We want to take care of our sponsors, so we want to go back to McDonald's, again located at 1720 South Memorial Drive in Newcastle. McDonald's wants to by your side as you aim for victory. Here's to a bright future together in Newcastle. Let's go Trojans. Ultra Dry, located at 209 West Main Street in Mount Summit, Indiana. They specialize in water damage restoration, mold remediation, and biohazard cleanup, sewage removal, wet drywall, and plaster removal. So when those emergencies happen that are always untimely, call for your free consultation. Ultra Dry, 765-836-5005. So the Trojans up 40-22 with 2 minutes and 13 seconds left here in this third quarter. Out there for Newcastle, it is Melton, Mendoza, Sturgis, Godby, and Miller. Mendoza with the pumpkin, the Sturgis top of the key. To the left wing he will go. Now he'll go right side to Godby. Miller with the basketball. And he will attack or try to go right baseline, but it gets knocked away by the Academy. That will stay Trojans basketball. Exactly 2 minutes left here in the third. Sturgis inbounds underneath the Trojans basket. Number 3, Peralta will check in for the Academy. This is Holder. Now Belt. Belt trying to one-on-one move. Melton's got it. That is the 14th turnover, by the way, on the Academy. And then Melton knocks down another trifecta. That is his fourth. Hit one in the first quarter, 2 in the second, now 1 in the third. Holder on a take from the right side. Shot up, no good, but he will draw that foul against Mendoza. And Holder will go to the line for the second time tonight. He is 1 out of 2. 51 seconds left here in this third quarter. Coach Higdon giving instructions to Belt, and he will hit his first free throw in this set. Holter now 2 out of 3. He's got one more. That's their 23rd point, so it's back to a 20-point lead for Newcastle. And it will stay at 20. Missed free throw there. Rebound Trojans. Turner and can't pick out that number. Oh, that's going to be Eaton checking back in for Newcastle on the next dead ball. Trojans will throw it away. I believe that's their 11th turnover. third in the quarter on Newcastle. Mendoza and Godby is checked out for the Trojans, as well as Ryan Sturgis. 34.3 seconds left in this third quarter, 43-23. Up fake by Holder. Now it's Belt in the right corner. Belt into the paint. Can't do anything with it, so he throws it out to Weber. Weber into the paint, running one-handed shot up, no good. And Turner comes in and swoops in.
In U.S. shelters, especially dogs who look a certain way. These dogs are just as deserving of loving homes as any type of dog, which is why we decided to help them get out of kennels. Join the thousands of supporters of our mission to help us expand our national reach and proudly
why we decided to help them get out of kennels. Join the thousands of supporters of our mission to help us expand our national reach and proudly place more dogs from kennels into their forever homes. To learn more about our mission, please visit us at kenneltocouch.org.
Back we are for the final fourth quarter here on the Newcastle Trojans report via the YouTube stream. It will be the Academy's basketball. Newcastle has got a 20-point lead, 43-23. I think that's been their largest lead. They might have been up 22. First game of the year. Glad to have you on board. And there's their 16th turnover on the Academy. And that leads to a Turner opportunity to score in the fourth quarter. He now has 8 points. Sturgis will be checking back in on the next dead ball. Belt, spin move in the paint, short. Rebound will come down to Belt, and he will score. That is his fourth point of the ball game. And their first rebound, first in the quarter, rebound, 19th of the ball game. 45-25, Bennett. Top of the key, Melton, deep three, short, and Bennett's got a rebound. Gives it to Miller, attacks the left baseline, he will score, and he's got an and one. Mason Miller will attack a lot. He's one of those good penetrating guards. Take care of some good sponsors like Ultra Dry, 209 West Main Street in Mount Summit, Indiana. Water damage restoration, fire damage, trauma biohazard cleanup. They can help you with 836-5005. Duty Calls Plumbing, 490 Indiana Avenue in beautiful Newcastle, Indiana. They're family owned and operated. You can give them a call at 765-310-1333. Here's a take from the right side by Holder, and he will find pay dirt for the Academy. 48-27. Trojans up 21. 6:30 to play in the ball game. Melton, left side attack. Bounce pass to Mendoza will be a turnover. The Trojans first in the quarter, 12th in the ball game. Belt from the right side misses the shot, but Eaton had some of that arm. So that will send Belt to the line for the third time tonight. He is 0 for 4. And I'm going to wish this young man a chance to knock down at least 1 out of 2 here. 0 for 4, nobody wants that, and he's 0 for 5. Come on, Belt. Right down the center, and let's get one in the basket for you, there, young man. That one is good. There you go. See, I knew if I pulled for him hard enough, he'd make 1 out of 6. 48-28, back to a 20-point lead for Newcastle, approaching the 6-minute mark of the ball game. Right side, it's Melton. High top of the key, Miller. Left wing, it's Sturgis. Sturgis attacks from the left. Porter will give him 8 in the ball game. Here's a missed shot by Cook of the Twisters. Newcastle leading 53-28. This 25-point lead, make it 28 as Eminem Mason Miller knocks down another triple. He's got 6 points in the quarter and 16 in the ball game. There's going to be a foul on Newcastle. Let's put it on Miller. That is Miller's first, the team's second. So Mendoza will come out for Newcastle, and going back in for the Trojans will be Lucas Eaton. The 6'3 senior has yet to score tonight. I'd like to see him get some points, which is going to be a Newcastle victory. Couple pump fakes by Freeland, but can't get the shot off. He gives it to number. Turner will have one more. He's at 9 points. Right now there are 1, 2, 3 Trojans in double digits. Make it 4. As Turner has 10 points. And Melton will check out for the Trojans. I believe Bennett has checked back in. 58-28, 30-point lead is Newcastle's largest. Mendoza will be checking back in on the next dead ball as we approach the 4-minute mark of the contest. Dietz runs into Turner, slid, lost his footing, but they're still going to give Turner the foul. A little controversial there. Elijah has a good game. We'll check out with 10 points and at least 7 rebounds. Miller will check out with 16 points and a couple assists. Inside the Dietz, shot up short, and Dietz gets his own rebound in the paint, and he's fouled. Back to that 30-point lead. 3:35 left in the ball game. 3 is missed, and the rebound's Newcastle's. Melton on the right wing. Matt Luce will be going deep into that bench now with this 30-point lead. Sturgis' 3 off the mark. Mendoza uses that body to get the 30th rebound and his first 2 points of the ball game. Here is Weber into the paint. He will make that left-handed shot, and he was fouled for the and one free throw that's going to be coming up. That foul was on and good by Weber. Weber will finish with 6 points. 3 minutes left in this contest. A lot of subs out there for both teams. Bennett is the only starter out there for Newcastle. Sturgis gets body bumped by Dietz. That is going to be their 3rd team foul. Godby will be checking in, and checking out will be Bain. Brody Brown will inbounds for the Trojans. He does in the left corner to Bennett. 3's in the air. Oh, spun out on him. And Godby hustling will get that rebound to Bennett. Now Mendoza on the right block on on opening night. That turkey will taste extremely good for all the Trojan players and coaching staff with the big win on their opening night. Here's a drive, a running one-handed shot up by number 10, Walkie, to give them their 35th point. Godby, left wing, that is Bain with it. Or I'm sorry, check that's Brody Brown with it. Now right side, it is Bennett. 1:50 left in the ball game. Sturgis gets a pick from Godby. Right side, it is Brown. Top of the key, Godby. Trojans moving the ball, working the clock. 1:35 left in the ball game. Godby. Godby on that left block, spinning into the paint. He will be fouled as he tried to go up with that right hand, so he'll go to the line for the first time in the young season to shoot his first. Actually, yeah, this will be his I think he missed a free throw earlier in the third quarter. I'm sorry. So he'll go to the line for the second time tonight. 1:14 left in the ball game. 64-35. Back to a 30-point lead for Newcastle thanks to Nick Godby's first made free throw in the year. He's 1 out of 2. He'll have one more. Bennett has checked out for the Trojans with 12 points. Here is the 31-point lead Trojans. 65 seconds left in the ball game. Bain, left corner, threes in the air by Goodwin, who has checked in. Matthew Goodwin. So out there for Newcastle, it's Matthew Goodwin, Mendoza, Luke Mendoza, Carson Bain, Brody Brown, and Ryan Sturgis. There's a basket made by a Twister, and I did not get that number. I was looking at the Trojan players, so we'll just put that down over here. Trojan 66. The Oldenburg Academy 37. Head coach Matt Luce gets his first career victory as the new varsity head coach of the Newcastle Trojans. 66-37. We'll take our end of the game timeout and come back with our post-game show where we hope Matt Luce will join us to talk about his first victory as a Trojans head coach.
More than X's and O's, playing high school football has taught me respect for my coaches and teammates, our opponents, and the officials.
On the softball field, I learned how to be accountable for my actions and how they affect the rest of my team.
Every game reminds us that humility means winning with class and losing with grace. I'm Dante Pope from Maryville High School.
And I'm Ashton Elpers.
An athlete and a human being.
Learning how to handle these ups and downs on the field prepares us to handle them off the field too.
I am IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig. Be a champion of high school sports and the lessons they teach by buying a ticket to your high school's athletic events. This is developing character. This is education-based athletics.
Excited to help them get out of kennels. Join the thousands of supporters of our mission to help us expand our national reach and proudly place more dogs from kennels into their forever homes. To learn more about our mission, please visit us at kennel2couch.org.
Animals are languishing in U.S. shelters, especially dogs who look a certain way. These dogs are just as deserving of loving homes as any type of dog, which is why we decided to help them get out of kennels. Join the thousands of supporters of our mission to help us expand our national reach and proudly place more dogs from kennels into their forever homes. To learn more about our mission, please visit us at kennel2couch.org.
My name is Bobby. I'm a veteran and lost my leg to a roadside bomb. My victory was going from a wheelchair to becoming a weightlifting champion.
I'm Sam. I'm a veteran. My victory was finding a career I can be proud of and supporting my family.
America's veterans are on their most important tour, the tour of their lives. I'm a veteran. My victory was going from homeless to home.
At DAV, we're on a mission to help veterans get the benefits they've earned.
I'm a veteran, and my victory was finishing my education.
DAV offers veterans of all generations a lifetime of support for victories great and small.
My victory was proving that disability is not a limitation.
My victory was getting my service dog a new best friend.
We help more than 1 million veterans every year as they face and conquer their challenges.
My victory is being able to be there for my family.
When America's veterans win, we all win. Help us support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
A tree can be a warrior, battling global challenges with
catch and feel the sun at our backs. It's get out on the water season. It's time to get on board. Find out where to get on board near you. Visit Take Me Fishing and Discover Boating to learn more. And please recreate responsibly.
Get on board. Get on board.
Since the moment you were born, I've made 1,000 wishes. Do win and lose. Do learn from your mistakes. And challenge yourself to grow. Do not be afraid. Or make decisions based in fear. Do it all with confidence and with kindness and strength. Do call your mom and ask her for advice. And always do your best to remember that no matter what you do in this life, what matters to me is that you keep doing. And love you always, Mom. Inspire kids to do at 4h.org.
And back we are inside the field house here in beautiful Newcastle, Indiana. Lorenzo Pettiford will turn my chair around. Want to thank my good cameraman right there, Ryan James, doing excellent work, zooming in on me probably. So Ryan, thank you again for running the camera for tonight's basketball game. Here are some final game stats as the Newcastle Trojans were led in scoring by Eminem. Mason Miller leads all scorers with 16 points. Braylon Bennett had 12. Maddox Melton also added 12. Elijah Turner chipped in for 10 points. Those were the four Trojans in double digits. Right behind them was Ryan Sturgis, who had 8 points. Nick Godby off the bench with 4, and Luke Mendoza off the bench with 4. Newcastle, I didn't get a from the charity stripe. Not a lot of free throws taken by our Trojans in game number 1. Scoring-wise for the Oldenburg Academy, they were led in scoring by Connor Holder off the bench with 8 points. and 4 points for Justin Dietz. That was their 37 points. Newcastle out-rebounding the Academy by a count of 34-25. The Academy had 20 turnovers. Newcastle had 14. Those were the final game stats here for game number 1 for our Newcastle Trojans. Matt Luce just got career victory number 386 in his 24 years of head coaching duties. Again, 18 of those 24 years was at Wapahani. Hey, I got a new sports fan there. Yeah, you're going to help me with my stats, aren't you? All righty. So the Academy played their first game last night. They got the victory against Switzerland County in 2A basketball, 60-43. But they dropped this game tonight in Newcastle, so their record in the young season is 1-1. Next up for them, they will take on Edinburgh on December the 5th. So they got a nice little break. They won't play until December the 5th. And again, Matt Luce starts off 1-0, is his head coaching duties here in Newcastle, and he gets career victory number 386. To see what our Indiana Pacers are doing in the association. Let's pull that up right now. Okay, here. NBA stats games. Our Indiana Pacers, second quarter, 48 seconds to play. Pacers have a 3-point lead against the Raptors, 49-48. Other games in the NBA, second quarter, 4 minutes and 43 seconds to play. Timberwolves 29, the Thunder, the defending NBA champs, 34. It's at halftime in Miami. The Pistons and the Celtics had a great battle, but the Celtics will get the 3-point victory, 117-114. Second quarter, 11 minutes to play. Pelicans at home over the Grizzlies, 41-28. Later on tonight at 10 o'clock, the Trailblazers will host the San Antonio Spurs. Also at 10 tonight, the Warriors will host the Rockets. That should be an excellent basketball game. Also at 10 tonight, the Kings will host the Suns. That's a quick look at the NBA action. College basketball, some finals today. Number 8, Alabama takes care of UNLV, 115-76. Number 24, by the way, Alabama's number 8, if I didn't say that. Number 24, Vanderbilt, 83. Western Kentucky, 78. Whoa. About lost my table here. These kids are having fun. You guys are energetic. All right. How you doing there, youngster? Yeah. Okay, where did I leave off here in college basketball scores? Number 20, Texas Tech, 82. New Orleans, 50. Number 15, Iowa State, 95. Syracuse, 64. These are all finals again. The Fighting Irish of Notre Dame will lose to number 3, Houston, 66-56. Number 17, Tennessee. Well, why don't we have that final? Let me just they tipped off at 7. Uh-oh, games. Here we go. There. Nope, it's not showing that these 7 o'clock games. Why isn't my phone showing the 7 o'clock games or scores for that matter? They don't want to show them. Okay, so we'll click on this way. We'll get a Tennessee score. There you go. 7 minutes to play in the second half. It's 62-61. Tennessee, number 17, with the 1 point lead over Kansas. Number 19, Kentucky, 32-36. 32-36. 32-36. 32-36. 32-36. 32-36. 32-36. 32-36. 32-36. 32-36. 32-36. 32-36. 32-36. 32-36. 32-36. 32-36. 32-36. 32-36. 32-36. 32-36. 32-36. 32-36. 32-36. 32-36. 32-36. 32-36. 32-36. 32-36. 32-36. 32-36. 32-36. 32-36. 32-36. 32-36. 32-36. 32-36. 32-36. 32-36. 32-36. 32-36. 32-36. 32-36. 32-36. 32-36. 32-36. 32-36. 32-36. 32-36. 32-36. 32-36. 32-36. 32-36. 32-36. 32-36. 32-36. 32-36. 32-36. 32-36. 32-36. 32-36. 32-36. 32-36. 32-36. 32-36. 32-36. 32-36. 32-36. 32-36. 32-36. 32-36. 32-36. 32 is blowing out Texas Tech 103-54. 1 minute to play in that ball game. No, here's a good game with two ranked opponents, number 14 St. John's and number 21 Auburn. First half, 3 minutes to play. It is 28-27. St. John's with the 1 point lead. And at 9 o'clock tonight, it's number 6 Louisville. They'll be taking on NJIT. 9:30 tonight, number 23 North Carolina State will take on Texas. 9:30 tonight, number 7 Michigan, getting that program back to what it once was. Number 7 now, they'll take on number 12 Gonzaga. 9:30 tonight. I'll get home to watch some of that. That's a look at college basketball. Now tomorrow in the NFL, some big games go. As far as those NFL standings in the East, the Patriots 10-2 have a nice lead over the Bills now, who are 7-4. In the AFC North, the Ravens have now taken over first place after the Steelers jumped out in fine fashion. Coming up, they're 6-5. In the AFC West, it's the Broncos comfortably ahead of the Chargers. The Broncos are 9-2, and the Chargers are 7-4. Kansas City's lurking at 6-5. That's the AFC picture. In the NFC, in the NFC East, the Eagles 8-3. Cowboys are 5-5. Commanders and the Giants bring up the cellar there. In the NFC North, it's the Bears, 8-3. If you'd have told me beginning of the season that the Bears would be in first place, 8-3 in the NFC North over the Packers and Lions and even the Vikings, I would have said you've been drinking too much, but that is the case. The Bears are playing some great football. In the NFC South, the Buccaneers and the Panthers are doing battle right now. The Buccaneers have that half-game lead over the Panthers. Bucs are 6-5. Panthers are 6-6. Falcons and the Saints bringing up the bottom. And then finally in the NFC West, it's the Rams, 9-2, arguably playing the best football out of anybody in the NFL. Seahawks are 8-3. 49ers are 8-4, and the Cardinals bring up the bottom. That is a quick look in NFL action. Now again, college football, the Indiana Hoosiers are right there, ranked number 2. They'll be in action this Friday at Purdue to take on the Boilermakers. The number 1 team in college football, still the Ohio State Buckeyes, the defending college football national champions, will have a tough one this Georgia Tech, and that game is at Georgia Tech this Friday. Number 5 is Texas Tech, and again, number 4, Georgia's taking on Georgia Tech. Number 5 is Texas Tech, and they will go to West Virginia. The Fighting Irish of Notre Dame's number 9. They'll make the trip to the West Coast to take on Stanford, 10:30 Saturday night. The Crimson Tide of Alabama's number 10. They'll make the trip to Auburn, always a tough place to play, Saturday, 7:30 kick. Number 11 is BYU. They've got UCF Saturday at 1 o'clock. Miami Hurricanes are number 12. They're at Pitt Saturday at noon. Number 13 is Utah. They'll go to Kansas Friday at noon. Vandy is number 14. They're at number 19, Tennessee, Saturday at 3:30. Number 15 is the Michigan Wolverines. We talked about that. They've got number 1, Ohio State, Saturday at noon. Texas is number 16. They've got a big game. Number 3, Texas A&M, Friday, 3:30. Number 17 is USC. They'll take on UCLA Saturday at 7:30. Virginia's number 18. They've got Virginia Tech Saturday at 7 o'clock. Number 19 is Tennessee. They've got number 14 Vandy Saturday at 3:30. Arizona State's number 20. They've got number 25 Arizona in an in-state rivalry game Friday at 9 o'clock. Rounding out your Final 5 in the top 25 in college football, number 21 is SMU. They're at California Saturday at 8 o'clock. Number 22 Pitt has got number 12 Miami Saturday at noon. Number 23 is Georgia Tech. They've got number 4 Georgia Friday at 3:30. And number 24 is Tulane. They've got Charlotte Saturday at 7:30. And number 25 is Arizona. They will be at number 20, Arizona, Friday at 9 o'clock. Your first ranking in high school basketball is we're going to wait a couple more minutes for head coach Matt Luce to hopefully come out of the locker room. If not, we'll wrap things up. High school basketball polls in 4A basketball. Fishers will start off number 1 in 4A. They beat Ben Davis already this year, 65-57. They've got Arsenal Tech this Friday. Number 2 is Crown Point. 3 is Noblesville. 4 Northview is 5, and Princeton is 6, Attucks is 7, New Pal is 8, Roncalli's 9, and Blackhawk rounds out your top 10 in 3A. In 2A basketball, Park Heritage is number 1. They'll take on West Vigo, I believe, Friday. Or no, they actually play tonight. They're playing tonight. Number 2 is Gary 21st. Matt Luce's former Raiders of Wapahani are number 3. Lures is 4. South Ripley is 5. University is 6. Linton is 7. Forest Park is 8. The Oak Hill Golden Eagles are 9. And Providence rounds out your top 10 in 2. And finally, in Class A basketball, Bloomfield is number 1. Hauser is 2. Liberty Christian is 3. Clay City is 4. Orleans is 5. Number 6 is Knott's. Number 7 is Bar Reeve. Clinton Prairie is 8. Carroll's number 9. And Triton rounds out the top 10 in Class A basketball. Those are your high school basketball. To the coach about victory number 1 as the new varsity head coach for our Newcastle Trojans. I'm going to check one more thing here. So Newcastle will be back in action this Saturday against Greensburg, November the 29th. Then we'll make our first road trip for the boys of the season December 5th at Hamilton Heights, and that will also be the first weekend doubleheader as they will play Friday, December 5th at Hamilton Heights, then come back home Saturday, December 6th to take on Indianapolis Cecina. So, again, we'll be right back here for boys varsity action this Saturday against Greensburg. As far the Lady Trojans will be back in action December the 2nd at home here inside the field house for a Hoosier Heritage Conference battle against New Palestine. So that's always a tough game against the New Palestine Dragons. So Lady Trojans basketball, of course, Emily and Megan Luce, the daughters of head coach Matt Luce, really helping out Bobby Jones's Lady Trojans this season. That's been a great new addition to have them play varsity basketball here in Newcastle. So Lady Trojans basketball back in action here on the Nash 102.5 app and NashFM1025.com. And as far as the video stream, just go to YouTube. And Men Trojans basketball. So, Mr. Ryan James, I think we've kind of went about as long as we can for head coach Matt Luce. He said he would try to make it out, but it does not look we're going to have him come out to join us in our post-game show. So I'll just take this opportunity for a final time to say happy Thanksgiving to all you Trojan fans out there, and a special happy Thanksgiving to all the mothers, especially my mom, Suzanne Pettiford, who is recovering from a fall in her kitchen. Happy Thanksgiving, Mom. We'll see you tomorrow. For a final time tonight here in Newcastle, the Trojans win 66-37. We'll be right back here this Saturday night to take on Greensburg. Until then, have a joyous and safe Thanksgiving.
We just signed off.